The bread and butter of the channel, a creator polybag. It's just polybags in general that I build like 6 of in a row and then have in various disarray and completeness all over my desk until it becomes an actual issue, and then I clean them up and then we do it all over again. And yeah, there's not a lot of polybags on the desk right now, so let's do that. Choking hazard for children under 3 years. It contains a small ball. A small ball. What is the small ball? I don't know what they're referring to. One of those pieces, maybe? I don't know. Lego Creator 6+ 30550 Easter Bunny 67 pieces. That's pretty hefty, but it looks like it builds a fairly small bunny. Let's look at the back here. Denmark, Mexico, Hungary, China, and the Czech Republic. Nice. Pretty strong displaying. 0 through 3 children. Everyone knows that little kids don't get to participate in Easter. It's an adult holiday about zombies and religion. So anyways, kids do go free to Legoland. We have the 05PP triangle. Very cool item, whatever that is part of the system. Very cool. So during Easter there was a lot going on, so I didn't get to this. Let's just do it now randomly here. 2020 Easter polybag. It looks fun. I'm excited about this piece, the white Nexo Shield tile. I think that's the only cool piece I'm seeing now, but let's see what happens. Okay. Instructions. A win. It's always exciting. I keep meaning to enter all my wins and do the surveys or whatever you do. Wow, this has got a lot of steps. There are 30 main steps. Several have sub-steps. Holy, that means, okay, so there were 67, I think? So yeah, there's like 2 pieces per step. And then there's the sub-steps each getting 1. So this is a very basic. It said 6, but it means a literal baby. Hey, that's cool. That's a cool advanced technique. It means literal babies. It says 6, but it means literal babies. So let's just actually use the instructions, I guess. I will begrudgingly follow the very baby steps that are required to make this Easter bunny. Step 1, done. Step 2, done. Yeah, we're probably in for a pretty easy build. This is probably it's a big topic, but I'm gonna just get a kind of a sense for you, for the ancient fans out there. If you guys would just tell me how you feel about some stuff, and then I'll kind of get a gauging of it and maybe work it into a podcast. I think this is the butt. This has got to be the butt, right? I thought this was the nose maybe, but no, this is the backside of the rabbit. What do you feel about the build experience? Especially of big sets, people are always like, oh, but it was a real fun one to build. And yeah, no, I've definitely had fun sets to build, so I get it, but if you're basing a model's price on the fun of the build instead of the final display, especially with bigger sets, like I said, I think unfortunately you're not coming up with that good value that I might like to see. This is a sub-step with 3 parts done twice. This step has 6 parts. So that means that this eats up a lot of our pieces actually for future steps. So that'll be interesting to see how they handle that. I guess what they're going to end up doing is have us make like the face or something as one piece, and then we'll be attaching it as a step. So it'll take multiple steps, but that technically isn't new pieces added. Okay. So speaking of fun pieces, though, there were the 2x2 round. They're 1x1, 1x2. Well, these round with 2 holes plate thing. So that's a fun one. I know that a lot of people haven't probably got that yet. Okay, now there's some shenanigans going on, but I see what the shenanigans were. I did skip a step shenanigans. Anyway, so the build experience, I definitely feel is like kind of a meme that people use to justify big sets. So give me a little bit of kind of, banter about that in the comments, and we'll, like I said, I'll hopefully be able to get a big enough segment that we can make a 10-minute segment or so in the podcast, because unfortunately I've been not doing podcasts very regularly, and I want to get back to those. Those are fun for me when I have the time to do them, but they do take a lot to. They need a lot of content that doesn't really fit anywhere else. A lot of discussion, a lot of kind of thinking stuff. There's that shield. It's real nice. Just look at how matte it looks comparatively. That probably doesn't come up on camera, but anyways. Also the head spinning. I guess I could tell that giant head could spin, but like a little bit of a surprise. Yeah, look, we're going into a subsection for the head, so this is going to be attached as one step. So that'll get us a couple steps. When it comes back together, they can use it as a step. I'm pretty sure I paid full price for this, but I cannot remember where I got this. I might have got it from one of my connections. It just gets me Polybag sometimes. But the point being here is that this is a good one because holiday sets are notorious for going on clearance. So being that this has a finite shelf life in a store, this one would be a real good one to get a lot of parts in a couple chunkier elements. I'd say the bricks and the thing and the big round piece here, but even the we kind of gloss over them, but the bracket pieces, those are good pieces. So fun to have. But yeah, lots of fun ones. If you're into the more modern, smooth things, you're getting a lot of slopes, it looks like, and cheese wedges. And even look at those tiles. So that's a fun one if you're in that sort of space. We've talked about it before, but this polybag could have been achieved, or well, not this polybag, because this one does require 67 pieces. But a rabbit can be achieved with much fewer pieces, depending on how you want to play with them, with less resolution, more bulky or big bricks that I find to be more valuable. But some people like this a lot more, and they're not wrong. I enjoy these just fine. I don't think there's anything negative about the more polished ones, other than they do distract from the good bulky sets that I would like them to be making, but they're never going to start making those sets again, so I don't have to worry about it. Actually, so we're going with a kind of downward facing eye orientation. Is that pretty straight? That's got a don't hug me, I'm scared vibe. Yeah. Fun. It's a face, and it's not quite face shaped yet. So let's continue on, shall we? Like I said, a good chunky, large amount of pieces in this one. So good for them, being able to include that many pieces. And they're useful pieces, so. I do often think about using techniques using these quarter tiles and round plates, or the round, the 1x2 round plates, just round plates in general, to kind of make a, oh geez, what would I call it? Kind of illusions that bricks aren't there that you might expect to be there. Kind of do some, basically to make some shenanigans work, and I never get around to it because I just don't have them the correct colors for these illusions, but I had an idea for a door that used quarter tiles and such, and basically the point of it is that you could make a window out of plates, kind of make a hole in some plates, and by using those quarter tiles and stuff, And you'd use like two, kind of like what they did here, but if you did 4 of those and you turn these inwards, yeah, like this kind of. So there could be a kind of a cross-shaped, a T-shaped hole in the door, and it wouldn't necessarily be weak or anything. You're not getting a good idea of what I'm saying. That's fine, but there's an idea there that I would love to someday try and just play around with. So someday I will. Someday I'll crank up the creative juices and do it strong. Yeah, see, there's the head's built on 28, and then 29 is just attaching the 2 components that we'd made at that point. And then the Easter egg. So you do get that pot piece in the lime, and then the final brick. And yeah, that's a reasonable egg, kind of odd shaped, but better than a balloon piece, I suppose. And then big bobblehead crazy eye rabbit. He's a fun design. This should make a cute little display. Good parts pack, like I said, very good chance that you're going to find something like that on clearance after Easter. So I would say definite pickup if you found it on clearance. Would I say it's a collectible one? Yeah, it's a holiday one. So if you want a bunch of bunny sets, you probably could. That's a 7 out of 10 for me. So again, I want to hear some opinions about him. I want to hear some opinions about the build experience in those comments. If you're looking for more stuff to watch, automatic video, that's what YouTube thinks you're going to want. The bunny is a subscribe button. Not too late to join in here. We're still accepting subscriptions, so go ahead and do that. Then over there is the video that I do handpick for you. It's special for this video that I did pick. There's also a chance to become a member if you want to support me to make more of these videos, financially. Anyways, that's the video, guys. Bye.